Aashna, good morning.
Good morning. How are
How
you?
are you? All good. And how are you doing?
Good, good. Mhm.
Okay, so let's start with a little bit about yourself, Aashna. What has your journey been like? I know that you came from Australia and now you are in the US. So a little bit about yourself, how you
Mhm.
started in US, what you have done, and where you are currently.
Mhm. So I came from Australia. I was working there in digital media, and from Australia I came to US where I studied masters of business analytics, but in marketing. So I studied in UTD, University of Texas of Dallas. And after finishing my studies, I got a job uh, in Dallas Morning News as in media operations, which was similar to the experience I had before. Um, right now, I'm in Boston, so I'm working remotely, and it's almost been like 8 months since I've got my job. So it's been exciting.
Okay, that's interesting to know. So you're enjoying this. But what made you already did your master's in Australia, right?
Mhm.
So what made you opt for a second master's in the US?
So I worked in marketing and I didn't have a master's in marketing and I wanted to grow my skill set. So I thought I would want a second master's where I could just learn more about marketing, but in a STEM course, more analytically. So I just applied and I got, because of you, I got into UTD. So
Thank
that was
you.
that was a great jump that I had. And I'm glad because the job that I have is actually in analytics and in marketing. So that's exactly what I wanted. And getting that second master's really helped.
Okay. So you did study in Texas and now you are working in Boston, even though it's a hybrid kind of work, or rather online. Which place would you kind of prefer more?
I would prefer Boston, but I would
Okay.
prefer, um, people do love Texas a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's especially Dallas is more, it feels more close to home because there are a lot of Indian restaurants and more varieties you can get in an Indian store. But I feel like Boston is more beautiful. It has more history. I love learning about history. So I just love this place. Everywhere I go, there's like a new piece of history that I learn about. So it's
Okay.
just it can get very cold here. So if someone does not like cold, it's not the place.
Okay.
Texas is warm, so if someone can't take the heat, it can get really warm.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's the only drawback, I guess. In Texas,
Okay.
everything is good.
Okay. Uh,
Yeah.
so after you finished your master's here in UTD, could you
Mhm.
just walk us through your job search journey?
Yeah. So for job search, I had already started even before I was graduated. I graduated in May, and I had already started looking for internships, jobs in August before that year. Um,
Okay.
and because I knew it was taking a way too long to find jobs, and there were a lot of people who were not getting internships as well. I couldn't find an internship, so
Mm-hmm.
it was that difficult, and it is still difficult right now. Um, but I think the main thing I did was just networking. I started networking like crazy on LinkedIn. I was just shamelessly giving out invitation notes, and I was a bit strategic in it, but
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to network with all the people from my industry. So because I had already
Okay.
worked in media operations, I was looking for people in media operations itself, but in US. So
Mm.
I knew a few companies from the industry that I had worked in who also are in tech, marketing tech, and in the publisher business. So I kind of reached out to everyone, and people are sweet here. They do help. They do give references. People who are active on LinkedIn, they will reply to you. They will set up a call. I had at least 4 to 5 calls with strangers, and they were very nice. So that helped me a lot. Other than that, like applying to jobs on online portal, going on company websites, that was the norm. That is basic that everyone needs to do. But networking can really help.
I think the key word there, what I would say is networking and strategic networking. That
Yeah,
is something which the students should actually be aware of. No?
yeah, for
So,
sure.
Ashna, how's your work-life balance working for you right now?
The work-life balance is really good. I know a lot of people have the misconception that US can get really hectic and there's no
Hmm.
work-life balance. But how much ever I've seen my with my people that I've studied with who are working right now, it cannot like if there's a lot of work, you need to work. I mean, there are few phases that, so for example, for me, month end and beginning of the month can be hectic. And
Okay.
there are days where I'm working 9 hours probably, but it's just a phase. It comes and goes. But other than that, it is 40 hours a week. Um, and it does not like go more than that. Depends on the industry as well.
Hmm.
I'm in an industry where it's more media. There's no sudden fires that I have to break out like that happens in IT sector.
Hmm.
um Mine is more structured in a way.
Okay.
So
Okay.
luckily, there is work life balance. Even in Dallas, I know people who go to work at 7 a.m and leave the office by 3 p.m. So
Okay.
I see there is flexibility as well because nobody wants to hit traffic. So
Hmm.
everyone
I
starts at home.
correct,
Yeah,
correct,
yeah. But
correct.
they make sure that they work 8 hours or how many hours they need to work. But I
Yes.
feel like there's flexibility, there is work-life balance that you need. And
Mhm.
that also depends on the company you work, the manager you get. So it's very it depends on every situation, I would say. But I am very lucky to have a good work-life balance, a good manager, and
Mhm.
there is a good professional growth also.
Okay.
So yeah,
That's
it's good.
really great to know. I think so. You're working like 5 days in a week, and you have the weekend to be with
Yeah,
family and do your own thing. I think that is very important for
yeah,
everyone to recharge their batteries and everything, right? So,
yeah, yeah.
just a bit on the end, Ashna, what kind of advice would you like to give to any newcomer students as well as
Mhm,
the ones who have just graduated and are looking to be included in the workforce in US?
mhm. I think right now I would say because it's a bit different. I would say that come for the degree that you're really interested in,
Okay.
uh, mostly technical. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you are very skilled and you genuinely want to learn, and good colleges,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm pretty sure you and Deepthi are pretty good at getting people where they want, especially in
Mm-hmm.
good colleges and well-known colleges. So if you are in a well-known college, and I think all it depends on networking, how much ever in a good college you study. I think Howard was also having issues placing their students this year.
Okay.
Not all of them could find a job. But at the end, it all depends on, you know, how you study, how you network. I know people who start networking the day they land in this country.
Oh,
So
okay.
I know people where they start networking on LinkedIn, they start networking with professors. Before they land, they already know who's their professor and who they need to speak to. So
Mm-hmm.
uh, it can be a combination of luck, but you have to be very strategic. You have to put yourself out. Like me, I'm an introvert. It was very difficult for me to put myself out there.
Okay. Okay.
I used to be anxious all the time, but I was like, I have to be shameless. Otherwise, you won't get a job here. And people are good. If you are doing your thing, people will help you. Um,
Okay.
so I feel like people who are coming to study find a course that you're really interested in, because it is easier to work after and put efforts because you love that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously network, like, and try to get internships. Try to like when I joined, I became a TA for one of the courses. So that also helped. I was in contact with professors, director of the department, and whatnot. So that also helped. A lot of times, your professor who knows you, your capability, he finds a job for you. He refers you
Yes.
he's good. He's good. Try
Correct.
try interviewing her. So it's all about networking, and you never know where that job would come from. Like for
Absolutely.
me, also, this job was a surprise. So genuinely, you never know where it could come from.
No, but thank you so much, Ashna. That is a very good piece of advice. I think the key here is what the new students or prospective students can learn from you is to be really proactive, put
Yeah,
themselves out there, to be very active on LinkedIn and reach out to professors and not
yeah,
shy away from it, because it is not just about your capability, but you have to interact and make yourself known, make your
yeah,
presence felt. And I think, like you said, people are really helpful and they will find you and you will definitely land a job just like you. So thank you
yeah,
so much for joining us, Ashna.
yeah.
And I'm
Thank,
sure there will be a lot of prospective students who will be very keen to know about their journey, about your journey, and
mhm.
take cues from there and do it.
Yeah,
So thank
yeah.
thank
I
you
would
so much.
thank you. I would love to talk to anyone. If you want to like give my
Yes.
number to any of your students, I'm happy to.
Thank you. That would be great. Thank you so much. All the best, Ashna. Take care.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
You too.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.